So today we are continuing the analysis on the show Special Ops Lioness. The next quote I will be looking at from the show, which is also the last one, is Season 2, Episode 5, from the minute 37 and 28 to the minute 39 and 7. The person who says this quote is Pablo. And I quote, it's a very long one, so get ready. And I quote, "The first sign an empire is failing is when its people question the institutions the empire was built on, the structure of government, the churches, the schools. They reject God because the emperors begin believing they are God, and the people become so rich, everyone believes they are an emperor as well, and too good to do the jobs that built the empire in the first place. So they outsource those jobs and they open their borders to allow people desperate to do all the other jobs the other people are too rich to do. And then comes the guilt for all this wealth, but still, the empire thrives. But now everyone questions their wealth and they question themselves. And then they reject everything that built the empire to begin with. They destroy their own symbols, attack themselves like a cancer, attack the people who protect the empire, attack you for protecting it. And the wolves come, and all the people who live like emperors will know the suffering they blame themselves for creating, and they will be slaughtered. And the new empire will rise from its ashes. And then the cycle begins again." This is an extremely long quote, and I think it could be dissected for hours. Unfortunately, my level of English is not top tier, therefore, I'm not the best man to do this, but I'm going to do the best I can. The first sign an empire is failing is when its people question the institutions the empire was built on, the structure of government, the churches, the schools. We can see this, for example, in the United States. People no longer trust the government. And either you want to admit it or not, what we know as the Western world is failing. People are not having children, especially the people who are native from Western countries. Why are they not having any more children? Because they're focused on hedonism. A lot of man's definition of success has become shack up with as many women as you can, make money. And you see a lot of these guys in this masculinity space, they got the money, they got the woman, but they got no kids. They're just focused on shallow things like the Lambos, the penthouses, making a video about how much money they make, but they are not interested in raising children. And either you want it or not, raising children is what keeps the world moving. And that is not being done. Back to the quote. "They reject God because the emperors begin believing they are God. And the people become so rich, everyone believes they are an emperor as well. And it's too good to do the jobs that built the empire in the first place. So they outsource those jobs and they open their borders to allow people desperate to do all the other jobs the other people are too rich to do." Again, let's go back to the United States to use this as an example. Everyone believes they're an emperor as well and too good to do the jobs that built the empire in the first place. Let's look at electricians, plumbers. They are in short supply in America. People think they are too good to go to trade school and do it the old-fashioned way.